Good morning, girls. Today is the 10th lecture of our subject, that is Computer Science 3 DBMS using FoxPro. Till today, we have seen how to get output, that is, how to print something on the screen, how to get input from the user, how to apply simple calculation like plus, addition, how to define variables, only numeric variables, and with the use of all these commands we have written 2-3 very simple programs just to print your name and address, to print a series of stars, to print sum of two numbers. And in the last lecture we have written a practical program which allowed the user to enter two numbers, make sum of them and print the sum on the screen. We had used 3 variables in that program. Now today we shall try to write more programs, again simple programs with the use of numeric variables only in this lecture. Before starting demo lecture of FoxPro, continuing our tradition, we shall share a good quote. So today's thought is, don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Girls, we have always complained about the time, that this time is not proper, or I wanted to do so and so things but circumstances were not there. We are used to blame others, situations, circumstances, time. It is our mentality, our psychology, to blame others if we are not doing anything properly. But if we make use of this moment perfectly, then there will be no chance to complain. Means, if we will keep on waiting that if I get this perfect time and situation and everything is proper, then I shall do this, then I shall enjoy my life. Don't wait for that. Take this moment. Don't think or imagine of next few hours, next few days, next few months or years. We never know what is going to come in the next moment itself. So take the opportunity, grab the opportunity to make this moment perfect. Right? Whatever we are doing right now, that will be the base of our next few hours, next few days. So try to use each and every moment perfectly and make them proper. Now let us use Alt Tab key to open FoxPro. Okay. In the previous lecture, we had written sum and get. The name of the program was sum underscore get, in which we had made sum of two variables. Now today, in the first of all, in the command window, I shall show you how to apply subtraction, multiplication, division and exponentiation. Exponentiation means raised to, ghat. These are the 5 basic arithmetic operations which we can perform in any of the languages in general, but from the command window I am just showing you how to perform these basic operations. Then we shall write the program to apply these basic operations. We have already seen how to apply addition, that is the symbol is plus. Now naturally for subtraction we have minus, for multiplication we have star, for division we have forward slash, and for exponent we have a caret sign, circumflex. It is called circumflex, caret sign, or double star is also there. I shall show you how to use them. Let us define two variables here only. In the command window itself, we are not writing program. We shall write program, but first of all let us just try it in the command window. So x is equal to 10, y is equal to 3. Now I want to print. I can directly print. If I don't want to use third variable, it is okay. I can directly print the equation, expression. Okay, suppose x plus y. We can do this. We were doing this in C language also. But for that we had to write printf and %d and all this in a program. Here we don't need to open a program file to apply very simple equation. Directly from the command window we can apply this question mark x plus y. So 13 is printed. Okay. Same way I can write question mark x minus y. X minus y, it will print 7. Same way x multiplied by y. X multiplied by y, that is 10 into 3. It will give you 30. Did you get this? Same way x divided by y, x divided by y. It has given us 3.333. Now one more thing I would like to tell you girls here while applying division. Right now it is not required, but in future, in coming programs, we shall require it. Okay, sometimes what happens, okay, we do not want floating point value. I want only integer value. Are you getting? Integer value means 3.3333. Okay, so એમાંથી integer શું છે 3. I don't want 3333. That is fraction part. Sometimes it is required. I want only integer part. Okay, point માં આન્સર નથી જોતો. In simple language, point માં આન્સર નથી જોતો. ખાલી આગળનો જે પાર્ટ છે integer part એ જ જોઈએ છે. તો normally if you print anything, say for example 45 divided by 2. Say for example 45 divided by 2, then 22.50. I don't want 50, I want only 22. Chances are there you will require in normal programs. So there is one function int. The name of the function is int function. You have to keep this in mind. If you want to write, you can write. Int function will give you only integer part from an expression. Only integer part. Okay, look, 22. Okay, in the same way here, in case of x and y, we can apply int. So it will give you only 3. This is very important function and we shall use this function frequently in our programs. So I have taught you how to use this function from command window. int into bracket whatever expression it is. Guys, you can also write like this, very simple. Simply if you write suppose int 90 comma 897, any number, you can take any number, so it will return 90. It has returned 90. That means it will trim the fractional part. It will not round off. Look, round off not with you. It will remove fractional part. int function will remove the fractional part. It will give you only the integer part. No doubt we shall use all the functions in detail. We have one whole chapter of functions. At that time I shall repeat this function theory point of view. I shall explain each and every function on the computer, that is from the command window. But right now two functions are important and we shall make use of them in our programs. First is str function, which we have already seen, which converts numeric to string. And second is int function, integer function, which gives you only the integer part. Fine. So this function should be kept in mind. It is better you write it down. I have repeatedly explained it. You can write it. So plus, minus, multiplication and division. One more arithmetic operator, x raised to y. Raised to मतलब घात x ની ઉપર y. Then the result is 1000. Okay. You can also use like this, x double star y. Then also it will give you 1000. So there are two operators, two signs to calculate raised to, exponent, star and caret sign. Guys, one more operation is there, that is modulus operator. Modulus operator gives you the remainder. Remainder matlab shesh. If you divide two numbers and if the first number is not divisible by second number, the first number is not divisible by second number, then you will get some remainder. You will get remainder. Remainder matlab शेष મળશે. In our case we have taken x and y. In x we have 10 and in y we have 3. If we divide 10 by 3, then 10 is not divisible by 3. That is why we are getting output as floating point numbers. Okay, otherwise round ave. If I divide 10 by 2, then I shall get 5. Right? No floating point number. I shall get 5. But as I have divided 10 by 3, the output is in floating point number. So if you want, okay, I want the remainder, then again just like C language, if you remember, the operator is same. X modulus y, percentage. The operator is percentage. X modulus y. Press enter. Look. If you divide 10 by 3, then the remainder is 1. 10 ને 3 થી ભાગો તો શેષ કેટલી વધે? 1 વધે. Right? Same way if you divide 10 by 2, then there is no remainder because 10 is divisible by 2. 0. Fine? Suppose if you divide 15 by 4. 15 by 4. 15 modulus 4. So if you perform division 15 by 4, so 4 3s are 12. 4 3s are 12. Remainder કેટલી વધે? 3. The remainder is 3. Fine? Got it? We have gone through 6 operators: plus, minus, multiplication, division, exponentiation and modulus. I shall open a program file and write all of them in sequence, so that if you want to write with me, just for your reference you can write, or after that if you want to pause the video and write, you can write. So I am opening a program file just to write this. Say for example, the name of the file is temporary, or it is operator, the OP. I am just showing, it is not program. I am not writing the program. I am just showing you કે પ્લસ સાઇન શેના માટે છે? Addition. These are the operators, basic operators available in FoxPro. Subtraction. If you want to write with me, you can write star for multiplication, / for division, double star or caret sign for exponentiation, and percentage for modulus. Okay, these are the 6 basic operators which will be useful to write our programs. Got it? I hope you are writing this. Okay, now I am closing this. Clear? Fine. Now we shall write a program to generate simple calculator. Simple calculator will allow you basic 4 operations: plus, minus, multiplication and division. Modicom Calc. Simple calculator, the name of the program is Calc. Here we shall require 3 variables just like previous programs, and one by one we shall perform different arithmetic operations. First of all, let us write the definition. I shall make it maximize. Write a program to input 2 numbers and perform different arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on them. Print the appropriate output. Okay, first of all, you can write the definition. I shall remove this as soon as I complete typing the program. Clear? X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0. We shall use here z to store the output. Now we have to get value of x and y. In previous program we have learnt how to do it. 3,5 say input x get x at the rate 5,5 say input y get y. Read. I hope this is clear to you now that say command will print the message and get will allow you to enter values for x and y. Read is common for both the get. One by one. Now we have to calculate one by one. Otherwise the values will be overwritten. So first of all I am calculating addition x plus y. Z is equal to x plus y. Then I have to print z. Again I have to apply another operation. Then again print z. If I apply all the calculation at a time, like this, z is equal to x minus y. If I do like this, z is equal to x multiplication y. Then the last value, only division. First three values will be overwritten. Z માં સૌથી છેલ્લે જે તમે કરેલું હશે ઓપરેશન ડિવિઝનનું એનું જ રિઝલ્ટ રહેશે કારણ કે વેરિયેબલ કેન હોલ્ડ ઓનલી વન વેલ્યુ. It can hold only one value. So there will be only one output in Z. So it is better that you print the output as soon as you calculate the value. Otherwise, if you want to do like this, you will require 4 variables. You will require 4 variables. Okay? We shall see this afterwards. Right now, z is equal to x plus y at the rate 7,5 say addition plus str into bracket z, because z is a numeric variable and addition is text. So we have converted z to string. Again z is equal to x minus y at the rate 7,5 say subtraction plus str into bracket z. Not 7,5, it is my mistake, 8,5, because on the next line we want to print the subtraction. Z is equal to x into y at the rate 9,5 say multiplication plus str into bracket z. Z is equal to x divided by y at the rate 10,5 say division plus str into bracket z. The program is over. Look guys, first of all we have defined 3 variables by assigning 0 values to them. Then we entered the value of x and y by using get command. Then first of all addition is calculated, value is printed. Then subtraction is calculated, value is printed. Then multiplication is calculated, printed. Division is calculated and printed. Program gets over. Okay, let us run this program. Control W. But before saving this, I will remove the definition. Otherwise, the code will generate error, because you know this. Okay, definition is not understood by the program. I mean the Fox Pro. So Control W. Now run the program. Do calc. Do calc. Okay, enter any value, but first value should be greater than second value. Why? Because we have applied subtraction as well as division. So I am entering 20 in x and 5 in y. So addition is 25, subtraction is 15, multiplication is 100, division is 4. If you divide 20 by 5, then the result is 4. Done? Got it? Let us again run the program. 110. Addition is 110, subtraction 90, multiplication 1000, division 10. Got it? So in many different ways you can run the program and you can enter any value. You can enter any lump sum value, then also you will get the output, whatever value you enter. Did you get it? Again, read the program properly. You can also write this program by using 4 variables instead of 1. આપણે z એક જ કર્યું છે. Instead of that, you can take different variables for each operation. For addition, for subtraction, for multiplication, for division. We can do it. The output will be same. The output will be same. But the way of writing program will be different. At a time you can apply equations and at a time you can print them. We can do this. I'm just showing you. Okay. We can do it. The output will not change. પણ અહીંયા suppose addition માટે I am taking A, subtraction માટે I am taking S, multiplication માટે M, and for division we are taking D. So 4 variables are there for 4 equations. X and Y are same. We are getting the values of X and Y. But A, S, M and D, 4 different variables I have taken. So here I can do like this: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. I can do like this. But in this case it is possible that in the same line I can apply all 4 equations. I can perform all these 4 operations. It is possible. The way of writing program is changed, the output will be same. Output will be same, but because different variables are taken for each operation, so the previous value will not be overwritten. In previous program we had taken only Z. So every time you apply different operations, Z is overwritten. So as soon as we calculated, we printed. Calculated, printed. So formula, print. Formula, print. Formula, print. That was the previous program. Here, because all 4 variables are different, so A, S, M, D. And we have to print in the same sequence A, S, M and D. I think you can understand this. It is simple. Okay. Instead of 1 variable, we have taken 4 different variables to store the output of our operation. Control W. Again run the program. There will be no change in the output. 600 and I have taken 3. Look. 603 597 1800 597. Why in division it gave us 597? Okay, not S. Here we should print D. D for division. 603. Look. 603 597 1800 and 200. The output was wrong because we had printed wrong variable. Here instead of D I had printed S. That is why the output was wrong. Otherwise the calculation is not wrong, it is correct. But the variable here was not करेक्ट. सो अगेन गॉट इट. ख्याल આવી ગયો? બેઝિક ઓપરેશન્સ પ્લસ માઇનસ મલ્ટિપ્લિકેશન એન્ડ ડિવિઝન. Girls, I hope you are getting whatever I am teaching in online lectures. Till today we have written 4-5 simple programs. From this program I think now you are aware how to write programs in FoxPro. The programs are same. Look, all these programs we have done in C language. So programs are same, but the way they are written in FoxPro is different. The program logic will be same everywhere. The programs of if, case, loops, the logic will be same. So I again advise you to keep a journal of C language. If it is with you, then it is better that you open the journal and read the programs from them. All the programs will be repeated. All the programs will be repeated. Fine? Okay. Now today I am teaching you one more command of FoxPro. One more command of FoxPro. The command is store. Right now I am saving this. First of all, we shall use this command from the command window. Command is store. What is the use of store command? It is also used to define a variable. Just we have defined like this, x is equal to 0. Same way the store command is used to define a variable. Store 0 to x. Store 0 to x. Simple, you know this. Store 0 to x, it is English like language. If you write x is equal to 0 or store 0 to x, both are same. This command will also define a variable. Okay, it will also define x. Same way if you write store 0 to a, it will define a. Then what is the difference between equal to and store commands? Two commands are there to define variable. The question is, explain the command to assign, define and assign values to variable in FoxPro. Two commands are there, equal to and store. So what is the difference between these two commands? There is a vast difference, big difference, and which makes store command more powerful. That in store command you can use more than one variables. In equal to, you cannot define more than one variables in a single line. Here you can write like this, x, y, z, a, k. So in the single line 5 variables will be defined and 0 will be assigned to all of them simultaneously. Look, there is no error. There is no error, that means 5 variables are defined, x, y, z, a, k. In case of equal to, it is not possible. You cannot write like this, x, comma, y, comma, z is equal to 0. It is not possible. It will generate error. Look, unrecognized command. Unrecognized command means it is not recognized by FoxPro. It is not allowed to use comma with equal to operator. But with the use of store command, you can define more than one variables in single line. Let us use the same command in our program. That is why I have defined so many variables in this program, so that I can show you the use of store command. Look, we have 6 variables, 6 numeric variables in our program. Sometimes you can have more variables. Say for example, you are preparing program of mark sheet. In that case, you will require marks of 7 subjects, then total, percentage, or 9 variables will be there. So every time you have to write marks m1 is equal to 0, m2 is equal to 0. So 9 lines you have to write to define variables. Instead of this, here with the use of store command, we can define all variables in single line as well as assign 0 to them, x, y, a, s, m, d. Look, we have written 6 variables in the same line. Same if you write the 6 lines or if you write that first line, only one line, store body, both are same. So when we have more variables of the same type means કે ન્યુમેરિક જ છે જો બધા, then we can use this store command. It is very useful. Again, let us run the program. Do calc. Sorry, I forgot to write 2. Store 0 to x, y. Okay. Same. Output is same. Look, y is greater than x. So, -1. Got it? 0 to x, y, a, s, m, d. So, today we have learnt how to apply different operations in FoxPro. Basic operations, plus, minus, multiplication, division, exponent and modulus. We have learned them from the command window, as well as we have also used them to create a program to prepare simple calculator. This is the program of simple calculator, which allows you to perform basic operations on any 2 values. We have to provide 2 values and apply basic operations. Beyond this, we have learnt one more command, new command of FoxPro, store command. Store command is also used to define variable, but the benefit of using store command is that it allows you to define more than one variables on single line. On a single line, you can assign value to more than one variables, as well as you can define more than one variables with the use of store command. Control W. Clear? Okay. Girls, if you want to see how many programs are there in my folder, today I have created one folder. So you can write dir start.prg. The name of the program file can be anything, but the extension is prg. So you will get the list. So we have only 2 files in this folder, op.prg, which is not a program, just I had opened to show you, and calc. 2 program files are there in my folder. Now onwards, we shall write more programs, save them, and see the list that in our folder we have lots of programs. At the end of the syllabus, we will have at least 30 to 40 programs with us in this folder. Got it? Clear? Look, you must have observed that I am going very slowly. I am trying to explain only one program in a session, because this is online session and I can understand it is little bit difficult for you people to follow my speed. So only one program in one lecture. I think it is enough for today. So let us quit FoxPro by applying quit command. Quit. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank you.